So I'm Katie Walkington. So initially I wasn't sure if I was going to do the Cowork Coplay, but I called Claire and talked about it and realised it was something that was really good for me. So I came along in week 1, week 2. I have been suffering from postpartum, so coming out of the house, it's been hard and stepping into this sort of space. It gave me the confidence to apply for jobs, and I actually had a job interview came up, and luckily from talking with the ladies here, it gave me the confidence to say actually I do have the skills for this job. So I was able to go into the interview actually being positive and say, well, my life experience from this, and take things from the other jobs I had to put it to that job role. And luckily, because I had these women to talk it through with and give me the confidence, I got the job offered on the spot. So now I've been working for the last 4 weeks, and the ladies here have been really good sort of support and help. Any questions like with work and stuff, and they've been resources, giving me information to help me do my role at work. My daughter's behaviour has got better because I've been happy and positive. So I was having real behaviour issues with my daughter because of how sort of, I guess, down I was, and she's definitely majorly improved. Going, like, we can go out with her now and it's like, you know, back to who she was because her mum's happy. I've taken time to be a bit more selfish for myself, so I'm now back into my running, completing Couch to 5k, and now I'm able to run 5k again, and I'm now training for a 10k event. So yeah, all of this has sort of come from this space, so it's been very helpful. Yeah. Hi, I'm Katie. I did the Cowork Coplay back in 2023.
And what have you been doing since Cowork Coplay? What did you use the program for, and then what have you been doing since?
So I did the program to let me be able to study and look for jobs while I had children, because this one was 6 months and her sister was 4, and so yeah, trying to have a protective space so they were entertained and looked after while I got to actually concentrate on my study and job hunting. And yeah, I used that protective space and meeting the women I did there to help me have the confidence to apply for jobs.
And you got a job through the program, I remember, because you also spent some time on yourself, learning, you know, going back into running and taking that space. So what happened since then? What have you been doing for the last 2 years?
Well, one moment, sweetie. I've been raising someone.
Yes.
He talks as much as me. No, so for me, luckily the ladies convinced me to apply for a job because I didn't think I was qualified enough. But through them and through the career counselling I was doing using the PEAT program, I was like convinced that, you know, actually I did from other walks of life have enough to go for the job. And I got the job as a business support officer, and in there I was able to learn, able to do payroll and like just learn more administration skills and stuff. So happily been doing that for 2 years, and then because I actually had a job and some stability with the girls in OSH and childcare, I was able to get back into my running, which I have been doing in the gym, but I'm actually injured at the moment, so not running, but I'm still just doing training at the gym, and still with Running Mums Australia, I just catch up with them and volunteer and walk and things like that. So I just recently volunteered at the Barossa Marathon. So yeah, just doing different things like that.
Can you just expand maybe what would have been the difference if you hadn't have done the program at that time, and looking to now, like where do you think the difference would have been if you'd not taken that path?
I don't know when I would have got a job, because I was really fortunate. My cousin said, oh, this job is available. I had them send me the information on the job, and I was like, no, I'm not qualified enough. I haven't been working because of like being posted and having babies and stuff. You know, I won't be able, they won't hire me. And if it wasn't for the program and like people like you and the girls convincing me and saying, well, actually, let's have a look at this and let's have a look at this, you know, and same with like the career counselling. Like, if it wasn't for those programs, I wouldn't have had the confidence to apply. And yeah, so.
Do you think that you would have been out of work? Like, were you that?
I think I might have luckily got work, but it doesn't matter like what you do. A job's a job, really, isn't it? But at the end of the day, like, I wanted, after years of being a shift worker, like, it's hard being a shift worker if your partner is. So for us to have a family, I wanted something that was, you know, Monday to Friday. I wanted something that was a decent income so I can, you know, contribute, and, you know, especially only being able to work part-time and stuff. I wanted something with the ability that I could expand on, and if worst case scenario we get posted, I can be able to get other roles, or I can have that working from home, which means I might be able to take the job with me.
Yes.
You know, stuff that I can do, like flexible and stuff, and I wouldn't have had the confidence to go for that sort of role. I would have, I probably just would have been still like cleaning schools and like just trying to fit in, you know, because I would have, and it was purely having the confidence to go for that role. And now that I've actually got that experience, it means that I can get other jobs. Well, at least I feel confident enough to apply for other jobs. I have to wait and see on that one. But.